All right. So everyone, we meet again. I know that the glare's bad and my glasses a little bit, but I'm blind, so I can't really do nothing about it. Maybe if I scoot down a little bit here, maybe that works. I like the sun for the lighting. It's hard to not get the glare because I'm blind. This is the LA Colors lip oil and strawberry fizz. It's kind of pink. It has like gold flecks. I like it. Oh. This is my nail polish. This one came off today. I was just fixing the couch and the whole thing came off in a layer. But this is it. Let me find it. Oh, this is the wrong one. Hold on. Okay, so this nail polish is this one. It's the LA Colors Color Craze Gel Extreme Shine Gel-like Polish Limited Edition Color Shifting Topper. This is in the shade Nova. It's really, really pretty. I like it a lot. Yeah. My boyfriend got that for me. It's real nice. My job's been working me a little bit more recently, I guess, because of the holidays, so I just haven't had as much time to paint my nails or relax or, do much. But in today's video, this video is going to be my unpopular doll opinions. I say they're unpopular. I'm pretty sure like there's some people out there that agree with me. I'm used to my opinions being, I don't know, I guess picked apart in my household. Like I'm used to having opposite opinions to the people I'm around, I guess. So I thought I'd share. I thought I'd put a few out there. I only have 8, I think. Hold on, wait. Okay, no, I have 7. I was aiming for 10. I was aiming for 10 for this video, but I just couldn't come up with I didn't know if my opinions were unpopular or not the majority or what, so I came up with 7. So hopefully this will be entertaining nonetheless. I'm gonna start out with a relatively easy opinion, and that opinion is I really enjoy the Barbie made to move bodies. People say that they're ugly. They don't like seeing the joints on the doll. I don't mind at all. I like seeing the joints on the doll. I think it's kind of realistic. You can see the ditches in our elbows. You can see wrinkles around our knees and stuff. And those aren't necessarily pretty parts of the human body. So, they don't necessarily have to be pretty parts of a doll body either. To me, in my opinion. I really like them. I would say that movement, being able to move the doll, play with the doll, pose the doll, is more important than how the doll's body looks, I guess. Not in terms of overall, obviously overall how the doll looks is very important, but to me personally, I don't mind seeing the joints. I don't mind if you can see all the articulation points. I think they're really nice. I love that Barbie, when I was a kid, I don't think Barbie had any articulation besides shoulders, head, and hips. I don't even think, could Barbies even bend their knees when I was a kid? I don't even remember. I had Monster High as a kid. I don't really remember having Barbies, but that was a long time ago, so I got a bad memory. But yeah, I really like the Barbie made to move bodies. I think it's very important to be able to move the doll and pose the doll. Another pretty easy opinion, me and my brother get into this argument sometimes because he has action figures and he has 2 action figures. I have a few dolls, and we get into this argument sometimes because I'll say, "Oh, I like your dolls. Oh, can I look at your dolls?" And he'll be like, "They're not dolls, they're action figures." To me, dolls and action figures are the same thing. There's no difference between an action figure and a doll. He collects them, he looks at them, he displays them, he'll pose them. That's the same things I do with my dolls. I'm pretty sure doll just means miniature toy shaped and looking like a human. Like, I'm pretty sure that's what dolls means. And as long as it's those things, it falls in the category of doll. Like baby dolls, they look like babies, but they're still dolls. Action figures are still dolls, even if it's Freddy Krueger or Ash from Evil Dead. They're dolls. So yeah, I can't separate them. And genders, gender doesn't mean anything. Like, yeah, gender's on that. Gender's like whatever body you get, but that's it. Like, whatever body you get, you're born with, doesn't determine if you like action figures or dolls. So they're the same thing. There's no difference between a doll and an action figure. There's no difference at all. Possibly quality, but I'm sure there's shitty action figures just like there's shitty dolls. I'm pretty sure there's $1,000 action figures just like there's $1,000 dolls. At the end of the day, they're still, like, technically toys. Like something, just like something to be messed with, something to be played with, something for our enjoyment. That's basically what a toy is, just something for our enjoyment. So they're still toys, they're still dolls, there's no difference. We have the green Mountain Dew today because nowhere sells the red Mountain Dew. I don't know if people buy all the red Mountain Dew before I can get to the store, or if Mountain Dew just doesn't send stores enough of the red. But Mountain Dew, if you're watching this video, please send more red Mountain Dew. Send more Code Red. We need Code Red stat. Every time I go to a store, they have like one 12-pack of Code Red, or they have 0 packs of Code Red. I don't understand. Just give me the Code Red. Apparently there was an ingredient called bromide in Mountain Dews that they just recently took out. And apparently it's been linked with things like memory loss. I've been drinking Mountain Dew since I was a kid. I can't remember what I did yesterday. I can't remember what I did earlier today. I can't remember what I have to do later on today. Should I sue? Is there a lawsuit that I can get in on? Okay, so my next opinion. This is another easy oddball. Novi Stars dolls, they're not overrated. They get a lot of hype because they were so unique, so creative, they were so beautiful. Yes, the construction, I had one as a kid. I had the girl who was purple with her little baby sidekick with the helmet, and she was scented like bubblegum or something. I had her. Ari Roma, I had her as a kid. And yeah, the construction was terrible. I'm pretty sure ours fell apart, or the helmet came off mine. I lost the helmet for the little baby one, I'm pretty sure. I had the little baby somewhere for a long time. I don't know. I don't know where she went, but I had her for a while. But they were just so creative. I wish I would have stayed with them. Like, I had so much going on as a kid. I just didn't even think about toys, honestly. I wish I did. I wish toys would have been more in my radar as a kid, because I would have loved to have gotten more into them. I would have especially the ones later on that they have that were even more creative than the ones that they started out with. The construction was terrible though. I remember they did fall apart. Was there even articulation? Maybe you could move their arms, maybe shoulder articulation. I don't remember how much they were, so maybe the price was good. But they probably definitely weren't good for kids. I don't think kids should have good toys. I think kids should just be given just stuff to tear up, things just specifically to tear up until they learn to take care of stuff. I don't know. But yeah, they were just so creative. I think they could have been done better, obviously. And they weren't the best dolls in the world. But, for creativity let alone, it's one of the most unique dolls ever, in my opinion, from what I have seen. It's one of the most unique dolls ever that I'm aware of. Alright, so my next doll opinion is again pretty easy. I love reproductions of old lines. I like how Bratz is doing it. I really like the Slumber Party reproductions that they did. I did not like how they did not remake every one of the accessories that the original dolls came with. Like, I know you have the money. Like, just sacrifice your payment. Like, I'm sure your house is big. I'm sure you can, I don't know, not play golf for a few weeks to just to give the consumers what they want. You know, I'm sure it wouldn't even affect you. They have to have the money to do that stuff. Like, they're a big corporation. Things are expensive now and probably going to get worse. Rest in peace to us. But, hopefully that works out. Yeah, like, they have the money. They can include all the accessories. But I love Reproductions. Especially as somebody who, as a child, I wasn't able to really, you know, experience as many of the toys that I wish I could have experienced looking back. So I really like it. It gives me a chance to, you know, have a doll that I didn't even know about existed as a kid, or I knew about existed as a kid, but I just, maybe my cousin had it, or maybe somebody at school had it, and I would just see it and just not have it for myself. So I really like Reproductions. I don't think they should be all that they do, obviously, but I do like Reproductions, especially, or just recreations of, you know, popular lines. Like, I have 4 out of the 5 of the Bratz Girls Night Out dolls. I'm missing Jade. I want to get Jade so bad. I have Chloe, Dana, Sasha, and Yasmin. I'm just missing Jade. I want to get her. And I found them all half price for like $15 at the Ross. I love Reproductions personally. This one might be dicey. I know a lot of people, like, I see a lot of people like fighting about this. I don't really care personally, but I do prefer Generation 1 Monster High over Generation 3 Monster High. That may just be because of nostalgia and stuff, because I do have a lot of nostalgia. Like, when I think about Monster High, I do get kind of sent back to when I was a kid. I know, because that was just such a big thing for me when, like, you know, I was, like, always the weird kid, so it was so, like, nice to see dolls that looked how I wanted to look. They didn't look regular. They were, like, they had dyed hair, and they had weird outfits, and they had blue skin, and they were dead, and that was, like, what I wanted to be as a kid. Like, so that was really cool. So now, with G3, none of the dolls are as pretty, unfortunately. All of the G1 versions of the dolls were just way more pretty. Some of the outfits do suck in G1, I will have to say that, but I love, you know, the way the dolls look so much more. I do love G3. I have 2 of their dolls. I am kind of picky. I only get the dolls I think look good, and that's not all of the G3 dolls, unfortunately, but some of them do look good. Some of them do look good. And hopefully they'll get better. Or, you know, hopefully they'll get better. Hopefully they'll release more things that are interesting. But yeah, when I heard Monster High was coming back out, I was so hoping they were just going to redo Generation 1. Like, just do everything the same. And I was just really sad when they changed the characters, when they changed the way they looked, especially. And I also kind of liked having all the bodies the same. Just for fashion purposes, like Bratz dolls, they're all the same, so you know every piece of clothing will fit every Bratz doll. But with Monster High clothes now, like, you don't really know if everything's gonna fit. Hopefully everything will. Hopefully, like, the clothing's made to fit every doll. But, I mean, hopefully that wasn't taken away with them getting the dolls, like, all different sorts of bodies. Yeah, as long as that wasn't taken away, then that's fine. But yeah, I do prefer Generation 1. Maybe it's, like, nostalgia and stuff, but, I just loved it so much. Alright, I don't know if this opinion's gonna be controversial, but, I think American Girl dolls are hideous. I think they're really ugly. I think Cabbage Patch dolls are cuter, and I think Living Dead dolls actually work with the body with no articulation, but I don't like American Girl dolls. I had a cousin as a kid who had one, and I just thought it was ugly. The proportions, the doll's body just had no shape. It was just straight. Their faces were kind of like that. I don't like that face. It's a stupid face. I just don't like them. I don't like history, especially American history. I just don't care about the past. It's very boring to me to rehash stuff that people who are dead and don't matter anymore have done. I don't know. It's just a little boring to me. I mostly just hate the way the dolls look, to be honest. I do like the dollhouses and the accessories. They have a lot of stuff. But yeah, I hate the price. I hate the... I'm sure it's just like a bunch of rich people who get the dolls because they're so expensive. So, yeah, it's probably just a bunch of rich people buying dolls for no reason that are so expensive. So, yeah. But I do like Living Dead dolls. They actually, you know, they're like horror characters, which is good, not just humans from the past type of characters. And Living Dead dolls are pretty. But the articulation does suck. What do you mean there's no elbow or hand articulation? And from what I remember, they have squishy bodies. I just don't remember liking the way that they felt. I just don't remember liking them at all. It's like one of the dolls I just hate. I think they're really ugly. If you collect them, that's cool, but I'll just never buy one. I never want one. This is my last opinion. This might be controversial, but I've always had this question since I was a kid. This has always bugged me about dolls. I think dolls should be anatomically correct. Every time I get a doll and I take their clothes off, I'm like, why do you look different than me? Why do you look different? Like, humans don't have nothing on their chest. Humans have nipples. Like, just paint a little pink, like, put 2 pink dots on the male and female dolls. Put, like, a little, put some pubes on them. Something. If they don't have the little molded underwear, put some pubes on them. Like, something. Make the dolls anatomically correct. Like, they're supposed to be human. Why make them human in every way? Like, if I was a doll, I don't know. It's just always bugged me. Even when I was a kid, when I would change, like, if I had a doll, or if I would see a doll naked, I would just look at the naked doll and be like, where are the nipples? No vagina, no penis. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's because it's kids, but kids have that too, right? Kids are going to grow into adults, so I don't understand why the dolls aren't reflective of us exactly 100%. I just don't know. I don't know. As a kid, I wondered that. I've just wondered that ever since I was a kid. Why doesn't the doll have nipples? Why don't they have privates? Why don't the dolls have private parts? Give dolls private parts. I'm not saying they have to function. I'm not saying, you know, the female doll has to, what is it? Not liquidate. What is it? Oh, is where you produce milk when you're not pregnant. Lactate. Like, I don't need the female dolls to, like, lactate and produce milk. I don't need them to take a shit. I just want them to look like humans. And on that note, where are the dolls' underwears? Why do dolls never have, panties? They never have thongs. They never have bras. They never have, boxer briefs or tighty-whities for the boy dolls. Where are the underwear? Like, these are little humans. Make them as close to little humans as possible. I just don't understand how, I don't know, they're not as close to humans as they could be. And it can't be that hard or expensive to make them closer to humans, which is what they're modeled after. So give them nipples. Make the dolls anatomically correct. Please, some doll brand out there, make dolls anatomically correct. It's crazy. I've never understood why dolls were not anatomically correct. And that's what I thought as a child. Alright, well, that's all the doll opinions I have, all 8 of my unpopular doll opinions. I tried to go in the order of, like, least, I don't know, offensive to possibly most offensive. I have a really bad read on how people are going to react. I always think people are going to be calm, but, you know, people are always freaking out. So I don't know how people are going to react to my opinions, but I think they're all pretty normal opinions. They're to me, they probably should be popular, but I don't know. Maybe they're not. So I'm just going to call this unpopular opinions. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. My last 2 videos were 2 doll unboxings. I unboxed a Love doll and I unboxed the Barbie astronaut doll. She says 2016 on the back of her head, but I don't know when the actual doll herself was released. The mold could just be from 2016, so yeah, I don't know. Also, this shirt's really cute. I can't remember if this was a hand-me-down or we got this in some, like, thrifted stuff. Sometimes people give us trash bags full of stuff, and we go through it and just keep what we want. So I like this sweater. It's a really nice sweater. It's got, like, purpley blue flowers or purpley blue roses and, like, a greenish blue vines and leaves. It's very nice. Very nice, very warm. It's starting to get colder outside. Thank God. I'm so sick of the heat and not being able to breathe when I'm outside. So yeah, I'm glad for winter. Can't wait for Christmas. Hopefully I get dolls for Christmas. People, if you're watching this who are going to give me presents, give me dolls. Ask me what kind of dolls I want. I'll tell you what kind of dolls I want. Yeah, thank you for watching. Go check out my other videos. I just today made a Buy Me a Coffee account, so that should be in the description on all my videos. So check that if you want to buy me a coffee. Check out I have a Patreon as well, Cashapp, all that. Different ways to support me. I sell perler bead designs and stuff on Mercari and on Depop. I have Instagram, it's generalcadaver. I have Snapchat, that's Juicebox for Vamps. I hear they pay good, so add me on there. Yeah, and thank you for watching this video. I will see you in the next one.